So, now that I've completed Pokemon Legends EA, done the post-game, done all the side missions, pretty much done everything this game has to offer me, I think it's time to give my honest thoughts and opinions on the game and whether or not you guys should be picking this game up. Just a little information before we get into the review. I played this on Switch 2, and I bought this with my own money, was not given a free review code or anything like that. To structure this review, I'm going to be going through my pros and cons of the game. Also got a little neutral section, something that I didn't love, but also didn't hate. So let's kick this off with the pros. First up, performance. It ran flawlessly. 60 FPS throughout, no glitches, no bugs, nothing of the sorts. It ran really well, which was to be expected because this also is a Switch 1 game. And from what I've seen on Switch 1, it does seem okay on the console, but on Switch 2, I expected this to have absolutely no problems. Played Scarlet and Violet on Switch 1, and all I had was a bunch of frame drops. Didn't experience any of the bugs and glitches I saw people have. But when I played the Switch 2 version, it ran really nicely and I expected the same quality, if not better. And that's exactly what we got with ZA on Switch 2. Next up on the pro list, I have characters. I think these are some of the strongest characters we've had in a Pokemon game in a long time. Might even be the best characters. They were really well written, really well designed. They really brought the story to life. Every single time I met a new character, I just instantly fell in love with them and just really wanted to know more about them. And they showed up quite often in the story, which is great, even showing up in some side missions, which was really cool. It really didn't feel like there was too many characters in this game. It was just the right amount. I felt like each character got a moment to shine, had a nice little bit of story, had a cool mega, and when they all came together at the end, it was such a nice moment. I really think I'm going to be remembering these characters for a long while, compared to previous games where I can't even remember the names or even what these characters did in their previous games. So next up on the pros, I have side quests. This game had 119 side quests, and honestly, it was a lot of fun to do. There was so much in this game. It was kind of surprising that there was so much side quest content, considering the last game I felt like had barely any. Like, I think if you put all these side quests into like Paldea, it would definitely bring the world more to life. But this game just had so much jam-packed into it. It felt a little bit overwhelming at times. Like, I'd get a main mission done, 5-6 new side quests will pop up. Get them done, do a little bit of main story, 6-7 more side quests will pop up, and honestly, I did really enjoy it, because like 90% of these side quests were really good. I was just surprised at the amount of content in this game, and some of the side quest stuff was just really stupid, but really enjoyable. Like, one lady wanted you to get an Avalugg, so she could put her 4 Bergmite on top of it and take a picture. It was just like small little things that brought these random NPCs like a little bit of life, and like these Pokemon that don't really get any attention, just give them a little bit of story. It was really cool. There's like another side quest had a little like chain to it. It was like 3 different side quests where some director wanted you to get a Pokemon so they could make a movie, and like you had to get like a Kavana because like, oh, Kavana's like ferocious, and then the Kavana just was happy and wanted to play, and like, oh, okay. Then you want to get like a Trevenant because they're scary, and it's like, oh no, the Trevenant was just like a nice Pokemon. It's like, oh, this movie isn't really going the way I want it to go because the Pokemon don't act how I thought they were going to act. And it was just things like that, making these like random Pokemon just have like a little bit of story, and it was really nice. Like, this is the sort of side quest content I've wanted in a Pokemon game for such a long time. Like, where was this in Scarlet and Violet, Sword and Shield? Like, you have this massive world and there was like nothing to do in those games, but just like fill it with side quest content, silly little things like this, and it just brings so much more life into the game. This is what I've been wanting, and I really hope going forward we get this amount of side quest content, maybe even more. Even like some of the side quests that were just battles, they were actually kind of interesting because like there was like 2 ladies in one of them. One of them was like, oh, paralysis is better, and the other one was like, no, poison's better. And you had to battle these 2 trainers, one that would poison you, one would paralyze you, and then it decide which one was better. Just little things like that. It also kind of like helps newer players kind of get into it, because you go, okay, this is how you deal with paralysis, this is how you deal with poison, things like that. There's also a Perish Song lady. There's like a lot of cool, well-written side quests in this game, and I'm so happy we got this. I just hope going forward we can keep this same level of side quest content, because it was, I think, honestly, great. So next up on the pros, this one is kind of opinion based, but new megas. I personally loved a lot of the new megas in this game. I managed to go into this game spoiler free. The only one I actually saw was Mega Feraligatr, which I did not like, and I also did not like Mega Starmie or Excadrill, but the rest of them I thought was really, really sick. Drampa, I was surprised about when I saw, oh, Drampa's getting a mega, and then it came out, I was like, oh my god, that looked absolutely insane. I loved Mega Chandelure. I've been saying for such a long time, I said years ago, I was like, oh man, it'll be so sick if Chandelure got a Mega and it became like a bigger chandelier, and that's exactly what we got, and I was so happy about that. That's probably one of my favorite Megas. And Phalanx was kind of dumb, like Starmie, but I didn't think it was as dumb, because it kind of just made me think of like a Megazord, and it all came together, and Phalanx is like one of my favorite Pokemon, so that getting a Mega was just really nice for me. But I think the Megas in this game were really awesome. I do have a few issues with some Megas, which I'll get to in the con section, but I hope going forward we kind of keep the same sort of level of design, because I really liked a lot of these Megas. So next up on the pros, we have customization. We are so back, baby. Oh my goodness, after the atrocious Scarlet and Violet customization, I don't know what they were thinking in that game. It was so bad. We are so back with making our characters us again. I've seen so many people's different designs and they all look so sick. I made a character I really liked quite early on and I'm so happy about it. Got to play through the whole game looking so good. I've got to say as well, like even from the default customization, the jacket Naveen gives you, I like it. I mean, the default character design is really good. So much better than the school uniform. So I am not going to complain about the customization at all. I hope going forward we keep this same level of customization or even add to it. That would be really cool. Maybe even add like a little bit of customization to some of the Pokemon. Maybe like a little ribbon or anything. Just something small going forward be cool. But right now this customization, yes, keep this level of customization, Game Freak. Do not go back to anything like Scarlet and Violet. Keep this level, please. So next up on the pros, we have the music. I've been saying this for many years, similar to Sonic the Hedgehog, no matter how bad a Pokemon game is, they do not miss on the music, and Legends ZA is no exception. I never got bored listening to any of this music. Some of the trainer battles would start and I'd be like, ooh, damn, this is hitting really well, like really hypes you up. And then some of the sad moments when like AZ's talking, the piano comes in, it really hits hard. This game has such a great soundtrack. I hope they release it soon. I'm not sure if they have or not already, but I really like listening to a lot of this music and I definitely would love to listen to it a little bit more. So lastly, on the pro section, I have the lore drops. This game dropped so many bombs, so much random information at times. It just got me like crafting so many different theories, and I'm getting excited for the future of Pokemon. Like, Lysandre is now alive obviously for 3,000 years. What if we see him in a future Pokemon game where like maybe it's set in the future, like really far in the future? We know AZ was at the Darkest Day, so maybe a Legends Gala and he's there. That would be kind of sick. And there's like some random information as well, like where a taxi driver was like, oh yeah, you know Leon, the champion of Gala, he was like known for getting lost. Well, I'm a great cabbie, I know my way around Lumiose. I gave him a lift, and then somehow weird things started happening. I just didn't know where to go, and I finally got to the destination, but maybe it was like Leon has something about him that makes people lose their sense of direction. I don't know, it was just like little things like that were really interesting, and there's so much more, probably more I haven't even discovered. I was just makes you craft theories. As a Pokemon fan, you'll really like this. As a casual fan, you probably wouldn't care too much, but like just some bits I was like, oh man, this is really interesting. Just craft them theories. Really did enjoy that. So now that I've finished my pros, it's time to go on to my neutral. Things that I didn't love, but things that I didn't hate. So starting things off, I have the story. I didn't hate it, but I also didn't love it. I'm just conflicted. I'm going to try and explain this, but I feel like it's not going to come out very well. So there was definitely interesting moments, and the ending was definitely hype, but for the most part, I did not care about the story of saving Lumiose and becoming the strongest Mega Evolution user. I cared about the characters and doing the quest for their promotion ranks, because like finding out Tawny's in debt and then doing some stuff for the Rust Syndicate, I found more interesting than trying to, you know, figure out why Lumiose is in danger. I also found the story of who Tawny's searching for a bit more interesting than that as well. There was moments where I did enjoy the story, but it wasn't really kind of till the end, and it was more like it was a bit of a mystery. I'm like, okay, the mystery's there, but I'm just enjoying myself going around meeting like Canary, doing the quiz to try and meet her, or trying to find Gwen so we can battle Ivor. It was like little things like that I felt more enjoyable than the actual main story part of it, which I don't know if I've explained this very well. It's just, I wish there was more to the story in the middle. It kind of just felt like the start of the story, like you need to become the strongest Mega Evolution user for a reason, and then, oh okay, the time is now, you're the strongest, let's go. You know, there's definitely like small little bits of Lysandre, like hinting at things like, you know, Zygarde says you're the chosen one. I don't know. I kind of wish there was more to it. That's why I didn't want to put it in pros or cons, because I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it. I don't know if I've explained this very well, but it was okay. It was okay, and that's why I put it in neutral. So next up, I've got the PvP. Now, I've also got PvP in the cons section, which I'll get to in a bit. But the PvP, I felt it was kind of unnecessary. It's one of the things where they added it, and I played it just to get the Greninja Megastone, and I did actually enjoy it a little bit. But if they took it away, I also wouldn't care. Like, it's one of them things where it's just like, it's there if you want to play some multiplayer, but it's not something I could see myself playing for a very long time. Like, the moment I got that Greninja Megastone, I was like, okay, done. If I never have to play that again in my life, I'm good. But if I have to do it again, which I have to for the Delphox and Chestnut Megastones, it's like, okay, I don't mind doing it. So the PvP, I was like, it's okay. It's okay. And lastly is the battle system. Now, the battle system is good, but I put it in neutral for a few reasons. One, I think I prefer the turn-based system more. I didn't like the agile and strong style in Legends Arceus, so I'm happy that's not returned here. But the reason I put it in neutral, the main reason, is that this battle system is exactly the same as Yokai Watch 4, but worse. So Yokai Watch 4, in case you didn't know, had like a whole revamp for the game. It came out on Switch in Japan, never released in English, which is unfortunate. But I played the English mod, so I got to play it last year, and I really did enjoy the game. But the battle system is it's like the same as Legends Arceus, but I feel like there's so much more to do for the main character can like have skills, attack, upgrade them, obviously dodge, link with the yokai. There's little like things going around the map you can collect. There's also orbs as well, like in ZA. But if you get a little bit bored, you can control the yokai, which was really interesting. And I felt like Pokemon could definitely do that. But the problem is, at the same time, that kind of defeats the purpose of being a trainer. But I feel like it'll be so fun to be able to like control the Pokemon, walk around, use these moves, because it's exactly the same as Yokai Watch. But I don't know, like if you're playing this for the first time, like a system like this, you'll be like, okay, this is fun. But I think if you play Yokai Watch 4 and you realize the more you can do in it, you'll have a lot more fun. It's just one of those things where I think if they keep this battle system going forward, I hope they add more to it, more things to do. One thing I was thinking would be kind of cool is like in Legends Arceus, when you throw them little like satchels at the alpha Pokemon to kind of like stun them, it would be kind of cool like if I control the Pokemon, my trainer would start throwing those, dodging, just maybe you can like try and link with me to like power up my moves, something like that, like add more to the battle system. But if they went back to turn-based battle systems, I wouldn't mind. Like I could take it either way, but I think I definitely prefer the turn-based more. That's why I put the battle system in neutral. Like it's not bad, it's fun. It is fun. Like there's moves I would never care about before in Pokemon, like Fire Spin. I'd get Fire Spin and think, don't really care about it. Instantly replace it. This game though, Fire Spin, Whirlpool was so sick. Having them on the field at a time, like just AoE attacks, just like trying to lead the Pokemon into it. It was a lot more fun. There was like different strategies compared to the turn-based, and I really did like that a lot. Maybe like they could add both battle systems into a Pokemon game. You can just flick between the two. That would be kind of interesting. I feel like it'd be a lot of work, but I don't know. I like it. I just I hope there's more going forward in the future. Okay, with that out of the way, let's get on to the cons of the game. So my biggest complaint, Game Freak, where are my roller skates, man? Where are my roller skates? X and Y, I thought roller skating was the best method of transportation in this game. Going down the grind rails was sick, and I was expecting to skate around Lumiose. And nah, we don't get it. What is going on? And it's like, okay, no roller skates, but there's parts of Lumiose that are like so big and wide. It's like, where's the bike? Why can't I like ride a go-go or something? I felt like there was... the good news is there is like fast travel points around the map so you can get around quite easily. But at the same time, it's like, I don't want to just like fast travel across. I want to like go through the streets of Lumiose. Maybe I encounter a shiny or see something I've missed. Like see the dialogue with the NPC's head. I want to like run through it. And just running is so slow because the areas are like so wide. Like not every area is going to be fit for roller skates, biking, or like riding the go-go, but I felt like there was a lot of areas, especially around the outer circle, that I just wanted to like run around, but it took so long. Like these methods of transportation should be in the game. I don't understand why they're not. Next up is probably the biggest complaint I think I've seen people have, and that is the graphics. I will say the Pokemon and the characters and some scenes in some areas do look nice. I think inside AZ's hotel looked beautiful. I think in Lysandre Labs, that also looked kind of cool. The cutscenes where like it's proper animated, like AZ, Floette, and like Tawny going up to Prison Tower looked really cool. Like the character designs and the way they look is great. And again, no problem with the Pokemon, but it's just Lumiose, I felt was a bit ugly and bland at times. Like, I still think this game looks better than Scarlet and Violet, 100%. But there was just some areas I was hoping it would look a little bit nicer. And I don't think that's too much to ask coming from Pokemon. It's crazy to me how Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee are still the best looking Pokemon games. And they came out like, what, 7-8 years ago now? And I think the problem is the style, the art style. Like, sometimes it works for Pokemon, sometimes it doesn't. They need to like lock one down. I felt like Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee is the perfect art style for Pokemon. I just think it suits the brand really well. And it's so colorful, so vibrant. And then you get to Lumiose and it's just like so much gray everywhere. And it's just like, sometimes it doesn't look bad. But then there's like times when you really focus on these buildings, you're like, it's not pleasant looking. Like, graphics aren't the biggest thing in the world. Obviously, you want the gameplay to be better. And personally, I think the gameplay for a game should be the most important thing. But graphics still should be somewhat important. And because you'll be looking at this, you know, for a long time and going around Lumiose, it just, I wish it looked a little bit nicer in some areas. Like, it was really off-putting when you just like focus on the wall. But when you're like, you're focused on like Pokemon battles, you're not paying attention to your surroundings, so it's not the worst thing in the world. But again, I just think these buildings, Lumiose should have looked a lot nicer considering it's just Lumiose City. It's not like you're making a whole region and you can like skip on like a few like houses, like maybe like, you know, one town has like 3-4 buildings. This like, it's just one big city. Make it look nice at least, you know. There's a lot of just smaller towns in other games that look so much more beautiful than this. Next up, the map. Now, we're just in Lumiose City, and we knew that going in, but maybe it was my expectations. I was kind of hoping there'd be more to it. I was kind of hoping, like, similar to Tears of the Kingdom, I thought we'd get like a whole underground section, go through the catacombs, and there'd be like so much to explore. And no, it was Lumiose City with a few buildings you can go inside. It's a bit disappointing there's a lot of buildings you can't go into. I was expecting to go into a lot of these buildings just to explore and find some cool secret stuff. Like, I feel like there's more buildings to explore in X and Y than there is in ZA, which was really weird. And like, some of the buildings you go into are quite nice. Like, the sewers was a nice change of pace, but I have to say my probably favorite part in the game to explore was going through Lysandre Labs again. Like, how small and condensed that area was, going through the warp panels, like solving the little like puzzle in there, fighting the Pokemon. It made me think like, I want a game like this, but smaller scale, and I can go explore many different areas. It was so bland just going through Lumiose for so long. Like, at first you're like, big city, this is kind of cool to go through. After like 10-15 hours, you're like, I'm still in this city, and there's, you know, I want to change of scenery. I want to go to a big snowy area, not one little wild zone that has a bit of snow in it. I want to go up through the mountains. I want to go into a volcano area where there's lava spitting out. I want to go to a desert with the sandstorms, fall underneath like into a sand pit and go through like Relic Castle sort of area. I want to go to a nice beautiful sea where there's like underwater ruins. I want to go explore so much, and then just Lumiose is something that like you should come to on your adventure, and you're like, oh, okay, I'll spend like an hour or so here just to go around the city, you know, probably have some cool battles and get, you know, whatever, then go off somewhere else. Like, having your whole time here, I felt like I wish there was more to do. like maybe add some mini games somewhere or something. I don't know. It felt like it was quite bland after a while. Like, I still enjoyed my time going through the city, but it was just dawned on my mind. It was like, oh man, I would really like to go somewhere else. You know, I'm enjoying my time here, but it's just the time's ticking. Let me go somewhere else. I want to go experience something different. And I was really hoping we'd get that with like the catacombs or something else. But like I said, like going through Lysandre Labs, it was so different. It felt good. And I want more of that. Maybe in the DLC we'll get to go somewhere else, which will be nice. I hate that I have to say, you know, waiting for the DLC. Like, on the topic of DLC, I am a little bit excited for it because I did not like Sword and Shield, I did not like Scarlet and Violet, but I did think their DLCs were good. Not great, good, definitely improved the game, so I'm hoping that the DLC for this will improve the game. I just hate that I have to, you know, say I'm excited for DLC. But like comparing this game to like Legends Arceus, I think I enjoyed Arceus a lot more because of the different sections. Like, we got to go to a snowy section, a beach section. Like, splitting that up made it so much more interesting than going through Lumiose City. Like I said, you'll enjoy Lumiose City when you first get there, but then like after a certain amount of time, it does start to just get a little bit bland. Like the scaffolding, doing them little like scaffolding jumps, is kind of cool, and then you do it like many more times. You're like, oh, is this like the only sort of like parkoury bit I get to go and do? Like going for the rooftops is okay at times, but then it's like, oh, it's just more rooftops, more and more rooftops. Nothing really special up here. I just wish there was more. It's like you got this city, okay, make the city look nicer and fill it with more things to do. Like I said, the side quests were really good because you go around and it makes the city feel a bit alive. But then like you're making it feel alive in a dead city. Like just there's not much to actually do in the city, you know. So next up on the cons list, I mentioned it before with the Mega Evolution and then the PvP, and that is the timed Mega Stones. This is the stupidest thing I think they've done in this game. Like, I don't understand why you're gonna go, oh, you can get a Froakie, you can get a Chespin, you can get a Fennekin for your adventure, but if you want to Mega Evolve it, you have to do PvP at this certain time. Like, I don't mind if you said you have to do PvP, you know, to unlock these stones. I'm like, okay, it kind of sucks, but I will grind for it. But the fact they're like, oh, if you want to use Greninja, you have to play at this time. You want to use Delphox, you have to play at this time. Like, there are people out there, your core audience are kids, right? Greninja is one of the most popular Pokemon, and there's going to be a lot of people getting this game for Christmas. And if they're like so excited, they watch that trailer you released of Mega Greninja, go, oh yeah, Mega Greninja, I want to use that. They watch some videos and go, oh yeah, man, these people like, Voltzi's using Mega Greninja, I can't use it in my playthrough. You're not going to be able to use Mega Greninja in your playthrough. Maybe you can use it in in like a couple of months when it comes back in rotation, but at that point, you'll probably finish the game. Like, unless you start a new game, like, you're not going to want to use Mega Greninja, or maybe you have to wait for DLC or something. Like, you want to use these Pokemon during your adventure. This is primarily a single player game. Like, for me, I wanted to use Mega Delphox. I saw that reveal and I thought, that looks so sick. Mega Delphox isn't coming out for weeks, and when it does come out and I get it, I don't care about it. Like, if it comes out before the DLC, maybe I'll use it for that, but for the most part, I don't care. I wanted to use it in my playthrough when I was enjoying the game. Like, now that, like, you give me Mega Delphox, okay, I've done everything, done all the side quests. You want me to just keep fighting for no reason, fighting the ZA Real over and over and over again, using this Pokemon? That ain't fun to me. I want to use it for the adventure. I want to play with this Pokemon. I don't understand why you've made it timed Mega. It's just, oh, it's so frustrating. So frustrating. And the last thing on the cons list is something I've been saying Pokemon needs since Sun and Moon, and that is voice acting. I don't understand why they are so reluctant in adding voice acting. Like, voice acting will just add so much emotion, so much to the game. Like, get professional voice actors to voice some of these characters and it will just add so much to it. Like, just seeing them go, I was just mouthing the words there, you wouldn't tell, but like, it does add nothing. You sit in there, you're like, oh, okay. And I thought, like, after Sword and Shield, when you had Piers just mouthing singing, I just thought to myself, there's no way that they look at that and thought, this is good. They're going to add voice acting in the next game. Didn't. Next game, they should add it. They didn't. There's like so many areas I just think these like moments, even the small moments, would add so much like emotion and so much to the game, and I don't understand why they don't do it. They've got the money, just please add voice acting. It's not difficult. Like, for example, Yokai Watch 1 on the 3DS in like what, 2013 had voice acting in it. Like, the moment, like if you're gonna do like just the, you know, click the text boxes, not have voice acting in, okay, that sucks. But if you're gonna do like the full animated ones where the voices just go and like the lip synced, why is that not voice acted? I don't understand. Like, please, Gen 10 or whatever, you need to add voice acting. Like, it just adds so much to it. Like, we saw a Digimon Time Stranger. Like, some of the moments, oh my god, the voice acting was phenomenal. And it just like, it added so much emotion into these scenes. Like, not to spoil too much, but like Inori, when she's like upset, it was just like walking towards Agumon. You're just like, oh dude, this is so good. This is so sick. And like, the Pokemon, I feel like it would easily make these games 100% better. When like Tawny's going up to the Prism Tower, or you're fighting with Zygarde, just some of these things would be so sick. Like, can you imagine like these people like sending out their Pokemon going like, I don't know, Scolipede Mega Evolve, and just like adding so much more hype moments to it. And I also don't understand because like, for the most part, you've had these voice actors already cast in the anime. Like, Pokemon Masters also has a bit of voice acting in it, not too much, but it's a little bit. Like, why can't you just hire them people to voice in these games? Like, I don't understand. And it's probably like it's like the biggest complaint. Like, this is something that should be in these games. Like, it's frustrating. It's frustrating. I really hope one day we get it, but the rate of these games are going, I don't think we ever will. Not for a long time. It really feels like every Pokemon game, we get excited expecting these games to be the next best thing, and they're just a bit of a letdown. This game, obviously, I think is the better games. I think it's the second best game on Switch. I think Legends Arceus, to me, is still the best game, but it really feels like every Pokemon game, they have the idea, but they just don't execute it right. And that is the issue I'm having with these games. Like, you can see where they want to go, and they're not doing it. So that is my pros and cons. Got a little bit runny at the end there, but what do I think of these games, or this game overall? I think Legends EA is the second best game on Switch. Despite its flaws, I still think it's better than Sword and Shield. I think it's better than Scarlet and Violet. I think it's better than Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. I don't think it's better than Legends Arceus. I feel like Legends Arceus definitely set the bar. That game, not perfect. I gave that game an 8 out of 10. So I think it's only right and fair I give this game a 7 out of 10. I think there's definitely room for improvement. There's so much I feel you can do with this game, this series, and they're just not doing it, unfortunately. Every single time I just see something with Pokemon, I get excited because the brand is so strong. And it just feels like they put the least amount of effort into the games compared to everything else. Like, if you watch any like the animations they do, like Pokemon Concierge on Netflix was really well done. Like, you look at all the merchandise, it's such high quality stuff, and then you look at the games and you just feel like, if you're just a video game fan, you're just like, man, why are they leaving us on the dirt like this, man? Like, I like this game, I do. I just expect more from Pokemon. I don't think Legends EA is as bad as a lot of people are claiming it to be. I think it is a good game, and I think you would enjoy your playthrough playing through it. But I just think the bar has been set recently, especially this year. We've seen so many indie games come out that are just a lot cheaper and a lot better. We saw Silksong, Hades 2, Expedition 33. These kind of games are just setting the bar of what is like art, what is a good game. And you play this and you think, okay, it's fun, it's good, but compare it to those, you're just like, what is going on? You're the biggest franchise in the world and you can't get something as high quality as those products? I don't understand. So I think this game, is it worth your time? Yes, I think if you bought this game, you will enjoy it. I think if you're a Pokemon fan, you'll definitely like this game, 100%. If you're a casual fan or a casual Pokemon fan, I think you'll get some enjoyment out of it. But for the price of it, I think if this is on sale, or someone's going to get it for you for Christmas or something, your birthday, they're like, oh, you want a game? And you're like, okay, I don't know what game to get. Yeah, Pokemon, sure, get it. I think you'll have a fun time. But if you got like, okay, I have £50 in my wallet right now, I can only get one game, do I recommend you get this? No. But if you're out and about and you go like, okay, I see it on sale for like £35, yeah, sure, why not? I think wait for this game to go on sale. I don't think it's worth full price. I'm not going to comment on the DLC because I haven't played it yet, I haven't bought the DLC. I'm going to get it when it comes out because, like I said, I did enjoy the DLCs on past Pokemon games. So I'm a little bit excited for this. Like, I did enjoy this game, but like I said, I don't think it's the perfect Pokemon game at all. So that's my review of Legends ZA. A good game, just not perfect. Let me know what you guys think of the game in the comments down below. Are you going to pick it up? Are you going to get full price? Are you going to wait for it to go on sale? Are you going to get it for birthday, Christmas? Are you going to get the DLC? Kind of curious to know what everyone thinks of the game, because what I've mainly seen is just people bash the game, and I feel like a lot of that criticism is from people that haven't played it and just like looked at a few things. But like, I do think it is enjoyable. I just expect more from the Pokemon Company, which I don't think is too much to ask, honestly.